Hey, what's up, guys? So I want to go over something a little bit different today. I want to see how many of the stocks that I was watching this last week. What was the better opportunity? Was it on the long side or the short side? What was some other indications that would have, gave me a little bit, a better shot at making the most money? What is the better side to focus on, the short or long side in this current market? So the first stock, QUBT, for me, clearly it's on the long side. If we pop up QUBT, I believe it was on, this day. So this thing does not have a gap at all. It's just completely uptrending. It doesn't have any crazy amounts of volume. Like the very first minute had a pretty good volume. Then it didn't have any good decent volume until a little after 11, and then the volume really started coming in about 12:30. This thing found a topping at 1:30. Is there a higher time frame that gave a better indication of? So for me, these are not like, I don't know. It looks like it's just grinding, but like until right here, till this long green candle. This is like the first, like, okay, now it's doing what I want to do. Okay, the problem with that is there's no top wicks up here. The first one would have been right here. Comes up, take a short right there, risking over the high. It doesn't work. They squeeze it out. Another long wick, huge red candle. But then once again, it's holding these bottom wicks, right? It recovers, squeezes up, double tops. This is the first place where both green and a red bar have a lot of selling pressure. What about on the hourly? Like, really, on the hourly, like, there's, for me at least, there's nothing that says like short sell this thing. And over the next couple days, I mean, this thing just kept going and going and going. It got all the way up to $27. I feel like this happened again, a few months ago. I cut up on QUBT. I think it's like back in, I don't know, like October maybe. Yeah, I traded this thing. Oh no, I guess just 1 month ago. But I mean, this thing's been going crazy since it broke out of $1 at the beginning of November, which is crazy. Could you imagine buying this, like 1,000 shares at $1, and it got all the way up to $27? I mean, I don't know what the news is on this thing, but anyways, I'm getting off topic. But this thing really, for me, there's no short here at all. There's also, I believe, let's see, QBT. Let's see. This thing is. Why is this look all crazy? Do that. And then do this. So this is got 27 million or 127 million float, 4% institutional ownership. They have no cash at all. 11 gaps, 7 closed green. If you look down here, gap and extension. Literally almost every single one unless you go all the way back to 2023, there were gap and crabs. Everything in 2024 has been nothing but gap and extensions. So for me, looking looking for a short right at the very beginning was just stupid. This is going on that quantum computing stock hype. So yeah, this should not have been a short at all. So number one, long. Next one, actually, I believe that this was on the same day. Sea-Doo. All right, what was the best opportunity? Clearly, long. The problem is I was being greedy. I wanted too much size. I'm getting in. I don't want to have a risk on. Then I start scaling in again. I have too much size on again, and so it makes me nervous, and I miss the move. And then when it finally does come up here, I want to start shorting. The difference is if you look at Sea-Doo, 3 million float, 3.5 million float, 9% short float, 10% institutional ownership. They have no money. 6 gaps, 5 closed, green. Huge gap and extension. Little gap and extension, gap and extension, gap and extension, huge gap and extension, and then another gap and extension. Yeah, I mean, so clearly, gap and extension. All right, well, how was I trading this thing? I was looking for a gap and extension. I was looking for this thing to at least break over this. It had a, high extension, so I wanted to at least cover a piece right in here, and then look for another clear cup pattern. Okay, adds more size, sell some, add size, sell some, probably get out all right in here. It starts holding higher. It's got a low, higher low, another little cup. Okay, long again. Cover some at the high over here. Does another longer cup pattern. Okay, long a little bit more. Sell at the tops. Probably sell everything here. It does a reclaim. Another cup pattern. Okay, long a little bit right here. Sell. Long. And then, do what I did. Just don't have a machine gun going off over here. This would have been another one. So 2 and 2 for long. 0 and 2 for shorts. So let's do this one real quick. Sea-Doo. So for here, right? Huge volume the whole time. Go to check out the hourlies. I'm really starting to like watching the hourlies. So where is the first big wicks? Okay, like right in here. Okay, this thing pops up, comes down. Okay, take a short right here at 370, risking 380. Okay, cool. It does come all the way down here to 320, and it starts getting bought back up. It closes. You're still in the money. Comes over and starts scaling back up. Okay, get out. Goes up. Long ass wick. Then closes. This thing opens. Just shoots straight up. Another huge long wick. Opens. Pushes. Fells. Take another short right here at the fell of $6. This thing gets all the way down to a low of $4. That's a $2 move, and for me, like that's what I'm saying is I'm starting to really like the hourly. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a very long green candle with a wick on the top. Next candle opens, pushes, fells under there. Take a short. I'm risking the high of the wick. As long as it's not a huge wick. If it is like a wick like this, I'm not going to risk the whole wick. But it opens like this. This is what I like. I like a really long green candle. The wick opens, pushes, fells, short, risking the high, and then look for a long red candle like this is what I'm looking for really. Same over here. This thing has a long ass wick. Fells, opens, pushes, fells. Like this one would not have worked. Okay, take a short. Risking, I would not risk that big of a risk. But I don't know. I don't know how I would have played this one. I like this pattern. I like the long green candle, opens, pushes, fails, pushes just a little bit, fails. I like that kind of stuff. This is kind of sketchy to me, so maybe that's not a good pattern. Um, Long green candle. Next one opens, small push up, fell, short, like right there. Again, here's another one. This is pre-market, but pops up, fells, opens, pushes, fells, short. That's the kind of pattern I'm looking for. So anyway, so 2 for the long, 0 for the short. Next one is OPTX. OPTX at the open, it would have been a clear short. The reason for that is it already had the long opportunity in the pre-market. If you're here early as hell, I know one of my buddies absolutely crushed on this going long. Pops up, goes over the high day, cups, dude is off to the races. But it has a really, really high volume stuff candle, bunch of longs trapped in here. Okay, short right there, $6. I mean, once again, that's way too much risk. But I don't know, that's only $90 if you go in with 100 shares. Okay, so take a short, comes down, fails, add a little bit more size, risk, break even, fails again, add a little bit more size, lower stop to break even, and then, by then, say you add 100 shares, 100 shares, 100 shares. Okay, say 300 shares, roughly 560 average, roughly. First covers down here at 430. I mean, you just literally made your day in pre-market. Comes back up, it double tops right here, low volume, big overhead. Okay, add back, the size that you covered down here. Cover some more. Really no place to add except for like here or possibly here. But no sense in being greedy. You're already in with, like a 540-ish average. Final cover down here at 3. I mean, that's a solid ass day. So, depends on where you're longing. OPTX. Looking on the hourly. Long green candle, long wick, short pop, short, risking over here. $5 gets down to $4.50. That's a 50-cent range. Sucks back up. You're still in the money. Roughly 20 cents. Opens, pushes up. All right, get the hell out. But has another long wick. Opens, stuffs. Take another shot right here. Short, cover here. Or risking here, risking over 525, short at the fell right before the fell of 5. This next one, gets all the way down to 350. I mean, that's crazy. This one's a little bit crazy. Opens. But what you could do is you get in right here at 443. Risking 473, 30 cents. It gets all the way down to 338. That's a good trade right there. Look for stuff like that. But once again, this would have been a very good long in pre-market. After the open, honestly, for me, this is no trade. I shouldn't have traded this at all. I was not being present. This thing has a very, very clear floor level, and I am longing into the floor. Well, when the floor breaks, it becomes the new ceiling, new resistance. I'm longing into that doesn't make any sense. So it's a very stupid move. Not a good trade at all. So next one, nuke. So on this one, I would say that I had a very good read on this. Only long. This thing's not up very much. Comes up, finds a topping, but then it's consolidating all morning long. The first, second, and VWAP are all together. Volume starts coming in. The other thing to look at on this is, I believe it had like 1 million float. Yeah, 1 million float. 3% or short float, 1.5 institutional ownership, no money whatsoever. But like, if you look at this thing has, I think this actually was the day that I traded on. But yeah, I mean, if you look at that, it went up over 1,000%. You know, next day it went up a pretty good amount too. If we go to nuke. Damn, dude, this thing got up to $80. Holy shit! I didn't even know that. I did not follow it after the first day. What the hell was the news on this thing? Nuke. I believe it's the 17th. I traded this. Announces a strategic 10 million private placement priced above market. Da, da, da. Oh, so they have to do with the Israeli Iron Dome stuff. I don't really. But anyways, clearly long. And I mean, if you look at this, I mean, the only place to like even look for a short would be right here. Long wick opens, pops, 1690. 90 cents risk, 1606, gets down to 1260. That's huge. That is a huge short right there. I'm really liking these patterns. We're like right here, long ass green candle, wicks, opens, pops, 65.17. Take the short at 64.23. So dollar risk. Say you get in with 50 shares. It gets all the way down to $45. That's insane. That is absolutely insane. That's still a huge ass payday. But once again, the long green candle, wicks out, opens, push, fell. Take a short right here, 66.22. How can you take a long on these things? What would be a good long? Another long wick, opens, pushes, comes back up, take a long right here, risking off of here. Because I want to start looking for different ways to capitalize on the same patterns right here. Take a long here, 49.29. That's a huge range though. Yeah, I don't know, but I'm just speaking out loud. So nuke, obviously another long. BPTH, clearly just from the picture, long all day long. This thing just freaking rips, crazy ass volume. I really missed it. I started taking a short right here. I wanted a lower high. If you go to BPTH. Let's go to the 1 minute. Alright, so I took a short at what time? Took a short at, say, 8:45. 8:45 right here. Okay, so 240. Yeah, so I was doing a lower high, took a short, didn't work, blew out this. I believe I was taking. No, I think I took. I can't remember. I don't know if I took longs or shorts in here. I really don't remember. But whatever it is, it's just clearly I'm not sure what the hell I'm doing right here. I'm getting cut up. I feel like on both sides. This thing stuffs out, has a big clear indication, right? So if you look at the this thing tops out at 433. It closes down at 4. That's a 33-cent stuff candle, right? On crazy volume. This thing opens, pushes up, fails. Once again, it pushed up to 410. It's a 10-cent risk, dude. Load the freaking boat short right there. And so this thing, obviously, there's a very good long opportunity from 75 cents up to 433. I mean, even if you would have been long in these cups, from $1 to 433, that's a huge range up, right? From the short, from $4 to $1.35, that's another really good thing. This would have sketched me the hell out. All these halts, I did not like that, but there's good opportunities on both sides of this shit, and didn't give a lower high entry at all, of course. Yeah, no lower high entry. This one almost made a lower high depending on how it closed. Just under the 61 fib. Yeah. So this one, I don't know. This is both. So really, like right now, longs are winning in like easily, in my personal opinion. Then the hell. Then this one, it's up from 88 cents, tops out at $4.60, and fades back down to, during market hours, $1.60. In my personal opinion, longing, if you're here in pre-market, at like 8 o'clock, long all freaking day long. The difference was how I traded it. I got long after the long move. This is the long move. This is the short move. Why is this the short move? Because of this shit. Like, look at this freaking long ass wick. It pops up to 460, stuffs out on like the biggest volume in pre-market, and I'm looking along this shit. This thing, TPET, it's got 3.5 million float, 6% short float, no institutional ownership, no cash, and then all this stuff. I don't understand this. I'm guessing in pre-market it just failed and then it ripped after pre-market. I'm not really sure how that all works, but this thing's freaking short all day long after this move. Ooh, shit. Freaking right there. Beautiful shorts. Beautiful shorts. $4. Stuffing out $4. First cover's down here at $2.79. That's a huge range, right? Once again, I'm really loving the hourlies lately. So let's see what this thing does. Long green candle, stuffs out. Opens, pushes above, fails $4, risking 60 cents. Get in with small size, whatever. Take a short, risking 60 cents. This thing fails to $1.38 from $4. That's crazy. But this is the kind of stuff that I want to start looking for. Yeah, even right here, long red candles, right? Long red candle closes, opens, pushes down, goes green. This thing, say you did long at $1.77, it got all the way up to $2.15, and then starts stuffing out. Okay, that's not a huge trade, but I don't know, it's something worth watching for. So, anyways, that's my little video. Hopefully that you guys got something from this. I would say that I think that the long opportunities are definitely something to be watching for, because long. This had long and short. This is obviously a long. This is another long. This is another long. Long and short. So that's the thing. Is the biggest thing for me is there overhead resistance? There is. Okay. In something like this is just absolutely clear as freaking anything. This thing has a 40-cent stuff candle on the highest volume in pre-market. Be looking for a short after the open. Okay, that's clear as shit. Nuke didn't have any overhead resistance. This thing's just freaking train along. Nobody gives a shit about this thing, and everything is close together. First, second, and third target, it starts to make higher lows, squeezes over VWAP, does a little cup, long. Really, I'd be longing right here, right the bottom of these wicks right down here. I'd be longing right here on the first green candle, pops over, very tight risk, goes up, sells some off, adds more down here near the floor, sell some more off. Probably cover everything down here, bounces, reclaims the VWAP again, long, sell, long some more, sell, does a cut pattern, long some more, sell, does another cut pattern, long some more, sell. I don't know, that's the kind of stuff that I'm gonna be looking for a lot in this next week. So hope you guys got some from this, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Later.